YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Kat, and today we are going to do the eye looks of the Huda Beauty and the Beauty Glaze palette. I did the swatch video and I posted that, and now I'm going to do a look on each eye and see if they're not going to be exact because this does have a bunch of different textures, but if it will give you like the look of it if you don't want to spend the $65 and you know, are interested in these colors but don't want to make a big investment, or if you're cruelty free. So yeah, I'll do one look with the I'll do one eye with the Huda palette, and then I'll do one eye with the Beauty Glaze palette. So I guess I'll start with the Huda palette. I'll do this eye with the Huda Beauty. My eyes are primed. I used my CoverGirl eye primer. And okay, what colors do I want to use? I'm going to go in with okay, I'm going to go in with Momentum and use that as a transition shade. It is a very light, like peachy ivory shade. So that is going to go into the whole crease area. So let me take a fluffy crease brush. Okay, so I have my crease brush, just going to tap into Momentum and just go into the whole crease area. And I'm just using it as a transition shade, so we don't really want to build color up with it. Hair is getting in the way. Okay, just did a nice light dusting of it. And now I'm going to go in with that peach color Utopia right there. So we're going to put that into the crease and stamp it in. And blend it out. Okay. So that is one layer. Let me go in with another layer. I'm wondering if I used the wrong primer because it's causing this weird texture. You can see it there. See that? It's causing really weird texture, and I've never had that happen with this primer before. That's very interesting. So now I know I might not want to use this primer with this eyeshadow before, and I could have sworn I've used this primer with this shadow before, or maybe it was a concealer. So let's see if we can fix that, or if I'm stuck with this weird texture on my eyes. Also might be because of the primer itself. When I was putting it on, it kind of dried up and I had to put more on. So that might be a primer thing and not the shadow thing. Okay. We've got that peach in the crease. And I'm just gonna do one more layer. It is a light pastel color, but it's not so light that you would have to use a white base. If you wanted a more intense finish from it, then I would go in with a light base or a white base. Okay, so that is the Utopia color. It's not bad looking. I'm gonna chalk that up to a primer thing, and I know to look out for that when I do the video with just this palette. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with, I'm going to go in with, do I want to do a color in the outer corner? Yeah, why not, since we're using as many colors as we can. Or I wonder if, this might be a mistake, but we'll find out in a second. I'm going to take that turquoise color and put it directly into the crease and stamp it in. Okay, the colors are, this might be too fluffy of a brush. Just want to blend this out while applying it. Yeah, that's a little too fluffy. I just need a little bit denser, so I'm gonna take this tiny denser brush right here, and that, yeah, that will deposit more color. And then when I'm blending, we'll go in with the fluffy brush. So I saw today that ColourPop is doing a Sailor Moon collection, and you best believe I will be picking that collection up. And I'm gonna go to the Morphe store on Friday and pick up the Jeffree Star palette. And I'll just order the highlighter online, which sucks that you can't buy it at Beautylist. She's only doing it on his website. But I will be grabbing, I'm just gonna get the liquid lipstick set, the palette, and the liquid lipstick, the palette, and the highlighter. So that is that purple color, purple blue color. Just gonna go right up to the brow bone and use that color. And then just lightly drag it down. Okay, there we go. It's a look, not quite, it's not quite what I had in my mind, but it's not horrible. And that's how we learn, is by trying, and we're just trying on colors, so it's not like I'm trying to do a cohesive look here. But okay, that's what that looks like. Then I'm going to take, alright, we're going to go into the shimmers now. I'm going to take Decisions, decisions, decisions. I'm going to take the color Gold Glitch, this color right here, and I'm going to do the inner and outer corner, and I'm going to leave the tear duct empty, and then the center I'm going to do like a halo eye look with it. So let me get a little flat synthetic brush to do that. Okay. We've got my little flat synthetic brush, so I'm going into Gold Rush. Yeah. Am I picking any up? I can't tell. Okay. I like the shimmers that Huda does, but I feel like they're all like toppers and sheer. Okay, there we go. Slowly building up. I've heard a lot of people say that her makeup is like an Instagram makeup brand, and it is. It's very Instagram. Okay. And sometimes with her, these like metallics, you have to be careful because they can get, oh, sorry, just gotta rearrange myself. They can get chunky, monkey very quickly, and they can add texture that doesn't exist to your eye. Because I don't have texture on my eye, and sometimes if you go a little heavy with her shadows or whatever, they can end up chunky. I think I need a little bit of a wider brush to put that on. Let's take, where did it go? Where did it go? Okay, there we go. We have a wider brush like that. Okay. I am going over the whole lid, but I'm gonna put a color in the center. Like that was, I do like the textured rose gold palette, but she wasn't kidding when she said texture, because those shimmers, if you go overboard with them, can make your eyelids look very textured. And like I said, I don't have textured eyelids, so if it makes my eyelids look like textured and bumpy, I can only imagine what it would do to someone who already has texture in their eyes. Okay, we've got that gold on. There was no fallout with it, so that's nice. Okay, so that is the gold. It is it's very pretty and shiny. I like that. Now we're going to go into the inner corner. Let's take that small brush that I had. Actually, we need a little bit of a smaller one. Don't fall. And my contacts just fell, but they're in a case, so that's not the end of the world. I just saw you. Where are you, little brush? There you are. So we're going to go in the tear duct area with, what color am I going to use? Let's take this ultraviolet color, or let's take the mercury color, this mercury color right there. and we'll plop that on the tear duct area. Sorry, trying to get comfortable. Oops. Oh, that is pigmented. Oh boy. I think I'm going to look like a crazy person with this look finished. Okay, that was very pigmented. I did not expect that to be that pigmented, and I didn't put a lot on the brush. Oh boy. So there we go. Again, that's the beauty of makeup. It washes off. But yeah, I'm just kind of showing, I'm putting as many colors on the eyes as I can, and we'll compare the two. All right, so then on the center of the lid, I'm going to take that nebula color right there. And we're going to put that on the center of the lid. Let me try with my finger. Okay, it's adding a little bit of something. Wasn't quite as impactful as I thought it was gonna be. Add a little more. And okay. Okay, that kind of worked. And then on the brow bone, I'm going to take that color Supermoon. And I feel like you have to use a fluffier brush. If you try and use a stiff synthetic brush, you're gonna be there for a while doing detail work. Okay, yeah. So you kind of want to use a little bit of a fluffier brush, not as a stiff synthetic brush like I would usually use. It works, it gets the product on, but you're gonna be there for a while putting it on if you use that type of brush. That's a pretty color too. I like all of these duochromes and glitters and stuff. Okay, so that is it on the brow bone, and then I'm going to put a color on the lower lash line. So let's get a angled brush. Let's take the color Karma right here. That was the warmer toned brown, and then go along the lower lash. Okay. So that is my slightly crazy look from the Huda Beauty palette. I'm going to do the other eye now, and we will do the same colors, and yeah, we will just compare what one palette against the other looks like. So I will be right back, guys, and we will do the other eye. Okay, guys, sorry, I had to clean my brushes. So I have the shadows that I used in the Huda Beauty palette figured out on here. So we're going to go in with Ivory in this palette as a crease color. So let me just grab a fluffier brush. And we'll go into the crease. And I could have sworn I had the one out that I used, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, there we go. We just need a nice fluffy brush to fluff this into the crease. Okay, that color is not as pigmented as the Huda one is. And that texture on this eye, it's not as noticeable now. It might be because I have dry skin, but I will take note of that, because I've never had that happen before with this primer. So I think it's a me thing, not a the primer or the palette thing. All right, so you've got that fluffed into the crease. Now we are going to take the, okay, that's what I used. Now we're going to take the color in this palette, Tangerine, go into the crease again with that. Stamp that in. Okay, this is also a lot lighter. So this palette, you might want to use a white base. Okay, let's see how it builds up. Again, go into the crease, blend this puppy out. I'm not trying to go too high up with this look. Okay, it does build up a little bit. Again, though, if you want it to really, really pop, use a white base. But, and now this, well, I can't tell because I have the blue on, but it might look like the Huda one is fading. Or is that just how? No, yeah, it's because the blue I have mostly covering it. Again, I don't know what. Okay. In my head, I thought the blue would look better. Okay, we're blended out. We didn't go too high into the brow bone. Now we're going to take a smaller, more dense, there we go, a smaller, more dense brush, and we're going to go into the crease with this color Tahiti in the palette. It's always hard with this hand to not block the camera. Okay. So I heard that, or Jeffree Star was talking and responded to someone's comment about a nude palette, and he's like, oh yeah, I've got one coming this year, and I'm like, that might be one of the first Jeffree Star palettes I might not buy. Of course, I say that now, and it's a different story when he's announced it, and I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm buying it. I wish that he had put more darker purples in the palette, and I'm not the only person saying that, so that makes me feel better. It is a pretty palette, but I just could have felt like, I don't know, I don't feel like the packaging goes quite with the palette, because it's that really beautiful deep royal purple. But again, I might change my mind when I have the palette in my hand, so that's just like my first impression thoughts of it. Okay, we've got that blue in. They look pretty similar so far. This I didn't get that weird texture from, so I'm thinking it might be a me thing because I have dry skin. Oh, and I put in my waterline a blue pencil, a blue gel pencil from Maybelline, the Lasting Drama pencil, in the color Silken Turquoise. These stay in the waterline. They're beautiful. I like them. They're a good alternative to the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils. Okay, next we're going to go in with this color Sand in the palette, my squished golden color, and we'll put that puppy all over the lids. Let's see, does this also need a fluffier brush? Or so oops, took a little much there. These are all cream shadows in here, but they do dry down, so you don't have to worry about having like a tacky base on your eyes. So this does have silver glitter in it. It's a little larger chunks than micro glitter, but it is pretty. And, oops, sorry, didn't mean to flip you guys off, but sometimes creams are easier to apply with the finger. The cream shadow, it doesn't want to be spread out too much, so once it's kind of placed on the eye, you can't spread it out too much. I just have to go back in. I feel like I have glitter also flying around me. I keep on thinking that I missed my eye, but it's just that the peach color is blending into my eye, or my color. Alright, we just gotta do a little more of this gold color. Okay, so one of the drawbacks with this is you're gonna have glitter flying everywhere. Or I just see glitter flying everywhere. I thought I was gonna have more glitter on the face, but I don't, so that's good. but I don't know if this glitter will end up on your face throughout the night. So that is, oh, I'm starting to see it. So that is something to consider. So that is the gold color. Not quite the same color, but that is that. Those are supposed to be like the two closest. Alrighty, let's now take this gray color. Mysterious is supposed to be that pressed glitter color. I'm just going to go in with my finger because I think that's going to be easier. And place this right on the center. Yeah, finger application with this is a lot better. So you want to apply these shimmers with your finger. And I'm not getting weird texture on the eyes, so that's good. So that is what this eye looks like. So with you're getting kind of the same look so far, but yeah, this is a completely different shade of brown. This is a light gold. Okay, then we're gonna take that color Pacific, which is supposed to be the dupe for what I have in the inner corner. So take my brush right here, and let's not go crazy. Okay, that is very pretty. It's more of a wet metallic look than a micro glitter look. So again, it's different, which again, I wasn't expecting this to look like the one from the Huda palette because it's different textures. Yeah, these creams, they do blend out, but they didn't blend out as far as the other palette did. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I'm seeing those silver glitters, so that is a drawback to that larger palette because you will get glitter fallout. But I wonder if I put it on with the finger, will I get as much fallout? So again, it's giving it's in the same color area, not the exact same color, but it's giving the same look. And then I'm going to take that white color, which is called Pearl in the Pan. So I'm going to take that, put that on the brow bone. So I think we can use the synthetic. Oops. Want to go light when you're going in with your brush because you can pull a lot of product when you dip in. Get on my brush. Okay, yeah, you can pull up too much too fast. I think I haven't. All right, we'll see. Okay, again, going for the same effect, but different textures, so I'm not expecting them to be exact looks. Some palettes I have where it's like, oh yeah, that is an exact dupe. This is like you can get the gist of the look of what you're going for. Because see, that is more like in the light. You can see it head on. You kind of see it. Sorry, my eyes are... all this shimmer is blinding me. So that is the difference. And then this has like a gold, white, pearl undertone. This is more like iridescent white. And the last but not least is we're going to take the color Khaki also and put that on the lower lash line. That is the warm tone brown. I kind of put, it's more pulled together now that I have two eyes kind of looking the same. Before it was looking a little crazy with just the one eye. Alright, so let's, ooh, that is powdery. I saw that go flying up in the air, that powder. Oh, that glitter is hiding. It's coming out now. I see it's like hidden in the corner of my eyes and stuff, but... So that is a drawback if you don't like glitter fallout, which I like glitter. I don't like glitter fallout. If I put glitter on, I want it to be in that place, not all over my face and body, which is inevitable with glitter, unfortunately. Okay. I feel like those two colors are pretty similar. So let me put that eyeliner on. Putting this Maybelline eyeliner on. Okay, so I kind of knew it wasn't going to be a dupe, but if you want that effect, it does give you that effect. You don't have all of the textures that you have in the Huda Beauty palette, which, sorry, the lights are blinding me, which, and I'm getting butthole lip. But the effects are the same. Like I said, some colors aren't exactly the same, but it's giving you that kind of look. It's not exact, but if you want to get this look and not pay as much money, and you don't care about having all those different textures and stuff, I think it's a good palette. The mattes build up nicely, they blend out nicely. I feel like the Huda ones are actually fading in front of me. And the shimmers are nice. I do like the shimmers in the palette. I do want to come back and do 2 looks on the eyes with just the Huda palette. Maybe I'll do a separate look with just the Mysterious palette. So I do think that if you don't want to spend the money and you just want to kind of like, you know, do a look once or twice with just those colors, I would get the Beauty Glaze palette. But if you really like having all those different textures and stuff to play with, I do like the Huda palette. I do have to, like I said, play with it a little more, wear it a little more, because I don't know if it's just the color combination or something, that I feel like this is faded more than when I put it on. So let me know what you think of the 2 palettes. Do you prefer one over the other, or do you like the effect that the Beauty Glaze palette gives you? Let me know in the comments down below, and I will do 2 looks just with the Huda palette, and I'll do a look with the Beauty Glaze palette on its own. So thank you guys for watching, and I will be back with another video. I am doing a collab with Desiree for her drugstore week. I think it's tomorrow and the next day we're doing videos, so those will be up soon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Have a good night, YouTube. Bye.